31 strength. We're going to punch hard. And we're off. So we're going to talk to the king. You know, we know he's going to say some things. The Dragon Lord, the Ball of Light, talk to the guards. We're not going to be talking to the guards, but let's see what we start off with. May the light shine upon thee.
We are starting with a torch and hand axe money.
So that's actually kind of good. If you got a cursed belt in one of these chests, that would be a little bit bad because you can only get one at that point.
Yeah, there are only up to 2 cursed belts in the game, and I believe this flag set does not change that fact. It just forces the possibility of a cursed belt chest in a future chest outside of the throne.
Alright, so looking outside here, looks like we've got swamp on 2 sides of us, but there are some enemies that we're going to be able to fight. There might be a little, oh god, right!
So this is kind of a jet seed in that both players start with a lot of strength and can get random experience from enemies. So you see a Drakey there, very easy to defeat, giving over 60 experience. I mean, this is just going to be lightning fast.
So Thilotilo has gotten up to level 6 with the kill of 1 Drakey, and another 108 experience from another enemy for probably just 1 level at this point.
I mean, this race could
2 levels.
This race could be over in half an hour. Seriously, anything could happen here.
If you're strapped for time, gosh, here we go. So it looks like there isn't really anywhere to go automatically. However, with very fast gaining levels, and you know, we will be able to find things quite quickly, I think.
So Poidrac is 7 levels behind and virtually not behind at all at the same time.
Oh,
there's a cursed belt nearby.
So I think we're going to very easily be able to fill our inventory with cursed belts right here. So NESCardinality, how do you get the princess to take a cursed belt from you? I thought she always took a torch.
Excellent question. So what you want to do is make sure that you don't have any less expensive items in your inventory. The cursed belt costs 180, so you want to make sure if you obtain any of the following items, you want to sell them off in advance. Torches, the fighter's ring, fairy water, I'm pretty sure she can take. That might actually be it on the low end.
So,
maybe, wings and a dragon scale as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be worried about that. Anyway, so Thilotilo had gotten another 2 levels already, is into green HP, and then gets another 1 level right now. Meanwhile, Poidrac has got up to level 6, and then now has killed something else, probably for level 8, I think, but possibly 7, math? 9, alright.
What a delightful prospect this seed is, with the Stones of Sunlight Cave right nearby home, like a screen away with the Cursed Belt.
Yeah, that's quite the boon for this. It is going to be a lot of walking in and out, but, you know, pretty much all you want to be doing in this sort of situation is getting yourself leveled up enough to, you know, be able to fight whatever's in the Swamp Cave, bring the princess home, and, of course, you know, be stocked up with your Cursed Belts right before you do that.
And Thilotilo is about to get the good news as well, as he continues to level up rapidly. I'm really surprised by how quickly the levels are coming, even with this flag set. Thilotilo at level 13 in the first 4 minutes.
So Thilotilo opens up the chest, finds the cursed belt, and gets the good news.
I mean, he's got so many levels, I wouldn't be at all surprised. He just kept, he's going to do it right now. Not a surprise at all.
May as well, might need to use up a few more items, but just because it's so close to home. I mean, you could even in theory do this grind with the princess in your arms, being all, hey girl, this is for you.
Looks like Poidrac is grinding on plain squares, always with that option of grabbing more cursed belts later, but it looks like he's low HP, and he might be looking for a death warp in the near future just to get that HP back, and then I think he'll get the cursed belts.
Yeah, and with the random experience here, you know, let's see, ghosts give 70 experience, still not too bad considering it's normally only a few. So Poidrac gets another level, up to level 12.
This is very different.
And then another level already for Poidrac. They are now going to be very close in experience, I think, and
both players at level 13. And it looks like Thilotilo is wrapping up his mission to fill his inventory with cursed belts.
Yeah, I'm curious how much closer that is to a full inventory, but he's still going.
Inventory holds 8 items, plus 6 herbs and 6 keys. And okay, he's dropping his torch. He has 8 cursed belts and no other items.
Nice. So I assume he's going to probably save now just to, you know, keep the integrity of his cursed belts. But then the next question is, where is our princess? Meanwhile, Poidrac has actually taken the experience lead, is up to level 14, still choosing just to level up a lot. I wonder if the choice here is just to go until we get heal more to be able to survive, you know, a lot of the attacks.
I'm not exactly sure why Thilotilo saved here, but...
Inventory management, possibly.
Looks like some more exploration is in store now for Thilotilo. It's time to find that swamp cave. You never know how early you'll be able to defeat the enemy in the swamp cave. Sometimes just getting stop spell is enough. Sometimes getting sleep gives you hope. So maybe even with this spell set where they get the stronger spells later, it might still be possible early on, especially with the rapid level gains. Look at this, level 14 with 800 experience.
Hey, we found Sherlock! Oh, wait.
Poidrac currently has the experience lead, both players still at level 14. I think this is relatively unusual. I think it's just a coincidence that a lot of the early levels required very small amounts of experience. And
it also definitely helped that, you know, all of our starting enemies were very nice with their experience given to us. So, how soon do you think we can fight the Dragon Lord? Oh, wait. So we don't even need to see the Dragon Lord in this. You don't even really need to think about your stats at all. You just need to think about when it is go time to, you know, go find the princess.
I'm very curious what happens in this flag set if you go talk to the Dragon Lord. I'm sure it's covered by Magru somehow.
I believe they said in the SRL room that you still can fight him, but can you really call yourself a winner at that point?
Not exactly.
That's not the goal. So question in chat, random XP gains enabled for this seed? Yes. So you can talk to the king and find out when your next level is, but, you know, we can just leave it to chance as well. Funny enough, you know, Gwaelin's Love will also give you that information. However, of course, you know, once you have the Gwaelin's Love, you are the winner.
Here comes... Wow, we're up to level 16 already. Oh, the stats are turning green fast.
Yeah, Thilotilo is really just trying to be searching around. The goal is to find a, you know, any cave and hope it's your swamp cave.
Poidrac choosing Strength Agility now has 121 agility at 16. And I initially thought Poidrac was trying to Death Warp so that he would get his HP back, but he's just grinding on the Plains tiles, presumably to avoid bigger zones, because he knows Scorpions are here, Drakies are valuable, and he has not lost that 1 point of HP yet. He's been here for like 5 minutes, and he's been fine.
Yeah, I mean, he is magnificent. Anyway, Thilotilo going over the Sparkover bridge and searching it, thank you very much, touches my heart. Unfortunately does find nothing, though.
I suppose Erdrick's armor could be helpful in this situation, so no reason not to check, I guess.
And so the next level will contain Heal More. Back in, you know, the classic Dragon Warrior randomizer, maybe not classic, but, you know, the version that we are all used to now, you do learn all of your spells by level 16. With your vanilla spell levels, you'll be learning Heal More at level 17.
And Hurt More at either 18 or 19.
It's gotta be 19. If it were 18, we would have been hurt more in the Dragon Lord speedrun so long ago.
You're right. You've gotta be right.
And we don't want to think about that.
Oh, red dragons, they probably give less experience than normal.
Yeah, I guess math would dictate that. Is 255 the maximum for
I think in Randomizer
I believe it is, yes, for Randomizer. So, you know, odds are you are getting less of a good deal than usual, and they're still as tricky to fight as before. So anyway, we are approaching the Big C, kind of irrelevant at this point since we do have a free Cursed Belt right outside the castle. It's almost as if they made the seed for Cursed Princess. Hey, a metal slime. Also probably not worth as much experience as it usually is.
Yeah, very unlikely to be worth metal slime, but Thilotilo doing 2 points of damage before it ran away. Could have gotten it.
If he had any sort of bigger weapon, he probably could be guaranteed damage on it.
I don't think Poidrac has farmed the Cursed Belts yet. Technically, there's no rush to do that. Anything that the princess could take from you, you can just choose to drop them when you do the curse belt grind.
Yeah, true enough. And, you know, even if you like go into a cave or something, you might want to save onto your one torch just to look inside it.
In Dragon Warrior 1, red dragons give 100 experience. That is actually the second highest of any enemy in Dragon Warrior 1. The highest is the metal slime, and it's only 115.
Gosh, that's not worth a whole lot. So question in chat here. Level 17, no hurt more, no gear. No, we are playing with vanilla spell levels and with a very different flag called the Cursed Princess. The goal of this one is to give a cursed belt to Gwaelin. And aside from that, we actually just haven't even seen any towns yet.
No towns, one cave. The racers haven't had to go very far to find a cursed belt.
Yeah, that much is very lucky for them. I mean, could you imagine if it was in the grave and you had to enter and exit the grave the whole time? That would be quite a lot longer. You actually would sort of start to need to think about, survivability. But look, we've got 2 towns on Poidrac's side and a cave on Thilotilo's side. So we found Garenham and the Staff of Rain Cave. Not quite so much.
Now, the Swamp Cave, it is possible for that to be in Tantagel or Garinham, and therefore it is possible that the runners will need to get keys. Well, of course, you need keys to rescue the princess as well.
So Poidrac has found Garenham and is buying a flame sword. I believe I saw some magic armor there as well for very good discounts.
Obviously, the prices have been randomized.
50 gold for magic armor. Yeah, I think I would take that.
Very nice.
And Hawksness is the other town.
Now, the armor could be here, so despite random experience, there is every reason to check this tile.
Yeah, the armor can definitely be helpful, and with an Axe Knight, that is, very, very cozy.
No big deal, just doing 43 damage without Erdrick's Sword 12 minutes into a game.
Gosh, what is this about? So we search the tile in Hawksness, and we find the armor, indeed. That's kind of vanilla, how cute.
Worked out.
Yeah. I don't know, though, he spent all that 1,400 gold on that magic armor. So, with that purchase of the flame sword, actually, and the magic... Poidrac's in the green! We can go to Sherlock, right?
Yes, we can.
But we won't.
A slight experience lead for Poidrac, as well as equipment. Thilotilo, on the other hand, has the 8 curse belts already, and that did take some time to do. This is just about an even race, and it's all going to be about the search for keys and the search for the Swamp Cave at this point.
So look at that, we've got a beautiful little bridge built down here. Another Sparkover bridge and another town. Let's see what we...
Very valuable find for Poidrac. The Swamp Cave is all that remains.
Yeah, I guess it's true. You actually do need to find some keys to be able to save the princess. I'm not sure who exactly locked that door. Like, seriously, you usually have like an Axe Knight or like a dragon, guarding her. Can they actually lock doors? Do they have like thumbs? But whatever the reasoning, you do need at least one key to save her, so it is good to be able to find these and stock up.
I'm surprised Thilotilo didn't fight the Armored Knight there, since he has heal more. He might have had something else in mind. Still worth it to fight scorpions, as they give triple-digit experience.
Actually, yeah, good point in chat. The Axe Knights have thumbs. I guess they do. How else would they hold the axe?
Yep.
So still just exploring on here. Both runners have gotten to level 18 now, and we will be learning Hurt More on the next level. And with 112 MP, that's quite a few shots of Hurt More. And some healing for a bonus.
Hope you guys are enjoying this. I always play standard flags because I'm never running out of unique types of seeds that I see. This, on the other hand, just shows how diverse the flag set can be and how many different ways there are to play this game.
And so Poidrac getting to level 19, and we learned Hurt More. Yeah, it's not quite as exciting when you know it's coming, I suppose. But it was, good times. We're going to look in the back of Garenham. We do have one cave back there, so it could be there. Checking the chest for fun as well. We've got some gold. Got some Stones of Sunlight. And some more gold.
You could find Erdrick's Sword. I mean, there are some things... it's hard to make an argument for searching in the chest, but at the same time, something could be helpful. And Erdrick's Sword is probably the best example.
So let's see.
Nope, it's not the Swamp Cave.
No. So Thilotilo I saw also had bought the Flame Sword and a magic... And is also choosing to buy a small shield. 408 gold, though. I don't know. That's kind of...
Not the best deal in history.
inflation, gosh. So, what does Cursed Princess mean? Question in chat.
So the goal of this race is to rescue the princess, and then when you return her to the king, if you have a full inventory, she has to take an item from you in order to make room for Gwaelin's love. The goal is to make her take a cursed belt. The way you do this is you come in with a full inventory, which is 8 items that are not herbs or magic keys. And you have to make sure that you also don't have a torch, a dragon scale, fairy water, or wings. Or the fighter's ring.
Ah, yes, that's another one that could get you. So we've got another cave in the bottom of Tantagel, and it is indeed the Swamp Cave. Convenient %. And looks like with that information, Poidrac is going to be leaving, possibly to stock up on cursed belts. And Up to NG in chat did ask if they find and loaded up on cursed belts yet. We actually have a very convenient Stones of Sunlight cave right beside the castle. Thilotilo did choose to stock up on the cursed belts right away, and it looks like we're going to be seeing that right now as well.
Just a slight inaccuracy from Poidrac here. Could have rescued the princess first and then taken the cursed belts. I was wondering if someone would have that reaction when they saw the swamp cave, but I think Poidrac still has a lead here, having gotten the keys, found this cave, and now filling up with those cursed belts. I think Poidrac is in really good shape to make this happen.
Yeah, the Thilotilo would need to be finding the keys and to explore the swamp cave as well, or to find it rather, I mean, before to have the time made up, but I think there also might be a chance that Poidrac might want to save before getting the princess, just on the off chance something goes awry. Because, of course, once you get the princess, you cannot save. So we've got the search spot in coal. Nothing is there. Nothing else for Thilotilo for, and is going to be searching again. Meanwhile, Poidrac, definitely looking for more cursed belts, and I think we'll find more in these chests. It's really nice of that old man. I guess he just has a bunch of them in his pocket, and like he just restocks the treasure chest every time you take the stairs. Why does this old man have so many cursed belts?
There was another Sparkover search, by the way.
Oh, very nice.
I guess it's important to note, in terms of the importance of saving. Okay, getting rid of the torch. You don't have to worry about the Stones of Sunlight. Gwaelin won't take those. It's important to note that if you accidentally, have a torch in your inventory or something, you could soft lock yourself out of the race. You could permanently not be able to win.
Yeah, I mean, with all this information, you definitely could start again, but you don't want to lose about 17 minutes of progress. So question in chat, what ends up happening if you do kill Dragon Lord? I don't know for sure, however, of course, in a race like this, we would not count that as a win.
So yeah, I think Poidrac at this point with the Flame Sword, Aerodrix Armor, level 9 can beat whatever is in the Swamp Cave, and I think we're about to see the end of this race.
Yes. So we will see if he does choose to save, but chooses not to. Very confident in his decisions, and another Sparko Bridge search on Thilotilo's side. My heart is melting out of joy.
6 keys for Poidrac, doesn't have to worry about, well, I guess 5 now, doesn't have to worry about keys. But yeah, took very special care to make sure that the Stones of Sunlight wasn't a problem, got rid of the torch. Poidrac's inventory is all set to go.
And of course, even having all of the spells, if you want to be super safe with it, you can just cast outside and then return.
That's true.
Don't even have to worry about walking out, though I think they are also very safe with the equipment and the stats that they have.
Thilotilo, just finding all the Sparko tiles.
Beautiful. But we have found Rimbledar here. We get some keys.
The enemy is a golem.
Golem with hurt, more interesting enough. But again, I don't think anything here would for them with their stats and weapons.
It looks like Poidrac can 3-shot this guy, and does. Oh, and Thilotilo has found Remolder, so as soon as he checks back at home, he's ready to finish this race as well.
So very close here. We are just approaching Gwaelin here, opening the door and about to rescue her. Of course, plays a happy little song, and I'm so happy.
It's time to see exactly what the dialogue is going to look like. I've been really curious about it for a while.
I am very curious as well. I have not seen the end of this before. So, meanwhile, looks like Thilotilo is heading back to Garenham, knowing there's a cave in the back. We'll be checking it out shortly.
Gotta check for that swamp cave. He'll definitely check back home very soon as well.
Yeah, I feel like with that being another known cave location, that is probably, the play to make. So we are almost down at the bottom of the swamp cave here. Princess in arms. She looks so cozy and safe.
Taking the walk on the inside, I think, yeah, this is slightly longer, but nothing wrong with it, of course.
Very safe. Nothing can go wrong inside the castle. Until the dragons return.
And Thilotilo casting return, he is not going to be straight for that cave.
Talking to the stairs, power move. And here we go.
I'm so excited. Please give me that cursed belt. What a lovely course! That's amazing!
Oh, that's beautiful! And thus the tale comes to an end. Poidrac has finished in first place with an official SRL time of 20 minutes and 49 seconds.
This is the greatest race in the history of SRL.
Oh, I am very happy with that.
Thilotilo so close behind, about to finish the race. If he continues, he's going to check downstairs.
I think that pause was just to say a GG in the SRL. Oh, that was a beautiful ending for a very beautiful seed. So Thilotilo casting ready and finding the swamp cave and is going to be able to finish this in good time as well. So yeah, if you're looking for some fun flags that can be very quick, I hear Cursed Princess is a very good category to ride.
And remember, you can play this with any enemy set. They had a really, really easy, they had, high experience gains from random enemy levels here. Or enemy experience levels. You can do it any way you want. It could be a longer race. Wow, excellent move. Oh, they have heal more.
Oh, gosh, rude. Maybe it's only about a 25% chance, though I don't believe we saw it before. But however, with both Hearthmore and the heal more, using a soft spell is definitely worth your time.
And yeah, you're absolutely right. Thilotilo can cast outside and return to get back slightly faster. And this is going to be a really close race. A very cool introduction to Cursed Princess.
Yeah, I've definitely never seen a race of this before, but that just makes me happy. It's been a good ride. And so then we have a slime. I don't think I've seen the slime actually carry the princess before. I wonder what this looks like.
Let's take a look.
As soon as I see how happy she is.
There is the outside.
Let's see where we go. Somewhere else. We never did see the swamp cave on the other side with, good reason.
And there's the return.
How is the slime carrying the princess? I sort of imagine it's sort of like a beanbag chair or something.
I mean, it pretty much has to be, right? If you look at it from the front, it really look like she's sitting in a beanbag chair. What a lovely corset.
So beautiful. And thus, Thilotilo has finished in second place with an official SRL time of 23 minutes and 17 seconds. Great job to both of our runners. And with that, I am going to just kind of be dragging Poidrac in here. Hello, congratulations.
I'm not too sure what to make out of that, but yeah, I won. Yay!
That was a very exciting match to watch. I mean, between, the random experience and everything just going so fast and then having the really close by cursed belts, it was, very much a jet seat as much as, something like this could happen.
Yeah, you can't really get too much quicker with that. I only went back to the castle on a whim that we had in the race I had the other day, the swamp cave was below it, and I thought, I might as well just check it now that I've got the keys. There it was, and I thought, okay, that's this game. This one done. Mm-hmm. I do have a question though. How much attack power and strength did I have at the end of that? How much stats did I have at the end of that?
Let's me take a peek here. You had 107 strength, 125 agility, 149 HP, 112 MP, and then 135 and 90 attack power with your boosts of the armors and equipments.
Where were these stats every other race in the tournament that I've run?
Yeah, those were, the two of you were just skyrocketing up there, and I think by about level 10 or so, your HP was in the green. Not that it entirely mattered for this seed here, but it was still just all of the gains were like very Zoom.
Yeah, as soon as I saw decent and experience outside of the castle, it was like, well, I'm going to just sit here and just get as many levels as I can until it pretty much gives me what I want. And that was Hillmore to start moving around and then get everything else on the way, finding the armor in Hawk's Nest, finding those keys, just finish it up, really.
Yeah, you got the bonus armor too, so that just helps to make it go a little bit faster for moving around. And looks like we've also got Thilotilo in here as well. Hello. That was a very fun race to watch.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'm a little disappointed that it was quite so easy to get curse belts. I was envisioning things like having to dive Sharlock, and the token being on the overworld when you couldn't rescue the princess to get the token, imagining things like that. So having the cursed belt right there beside it was a little different than I might have imagined, but still, it was a lot of fun, and it's enjoyable to get to see the little extra things that McGrew puts on the victory conditions in these special flags as well.
I'm pretty sure I put up a scenario similar to this in our conversation earlier, how quickly it could be.
Yeah, we discussed the idea of not doing magic keys, and Poidrac mentioned, well, if we don't do that, and then the swamp is underneath the castle and the belt's in the treasury, then that's just going to be a real fast seat. And so we decided to go away from keys, and that was probably a good call because obviously keys were the big factor in this one. Something else was, but
yeah, I think we increased the time on this race by 6-7 minutes.
At least.
Yeah, that was definitely the the deciding factor. Just Poidrac had found the Rimildar town faster, and therefore was just able to get the rest of the exploration done, or exploration done rather. Like Thilotilo, you chose to do the cursed belt grind right away as soon as you found that. So that was about the only difference. Other than that, the seeds played out very similar for both of you.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of different directions you could go with that.
Yeah, the map was fairly limited. I would expect that there was a whole big continent on the other side of that swamp cave waiting to explore. We didn't need it.
No, not at all. I mean, even with Sherlock right there, it's like it's so close, yet you're not really necessary at all.
The Dragon Lord has to wait for the next hero.
Give him a break. He's been dying so much over this tournament. And give him 1 day of rest. He can die again then later.
Yeah, it'll be a couple hours. I have a feeling we'll have a few down Dragon Lords later on tonight. But I just have to say this was a lot of fun to be able to commentate and actually see in action. I mean, it was a few years ago that NESCardinality and I had this zany idea to do this, but this was back in the day when, you didn't have a guaranteed cursed belt in a good position. I believe when we did our race, we had to force it out of the mountain cave, but at that point we had to just hope a cursed belt existed somewhere. But it was, very nice to see this in an actual race setting. It's come a long way.
Yeah, the amount of customization on the actual randomizer now has vastly improved from what it was. I was back just a few months back with the new version that came out just before this tournament. It's got a lot more to it than it meets the eye for such, in relative terms, a simple game.
Yeah, McGrew's definitely done a lot of work on this, and I mean, I really appreciate how, just all of that. It's like the community has definitely doubled in size, I think, within the past year, if not more, and it's just amazing to see, all the people that this is reaching, and it's, I don't have even words for, how great it's been.
And I'll tell you what, just to piggyback off of what Poidrac just said, all the things that have been added just since 2.1, and I know McGrew has all sorts of fun things planned for 2.2 as well, which we should be available by the start of the league. And last year we did the league, and there was just a limited amount of ways we could tweak round to round, so we ended up with a bunch of chaos seeds and just being able to tweak this one thing or another. This year's league is going to be insanely entertaining with all the crazy things we can do, and I am looking forward to that.
especially over these next 2 weeks, where the bottom half of the brackets, where people don't have anything to play for, they're going to use these Xania flags and make it a lot more entertaining in their own respects.
Yeah, here there's a big swamp random enemy experience match coming up later tonight.
I wonder who would be crazy enough to do that.
Who knows?
Well, it might be the partners that decided not to take us on today. With us being this on the ball with the times we got, I don't blame them. We would have wiped them.
Yeah, it's hard to beat these finishing times.
Possibly fastest tournament time. However, I think that's a little bit different with these flags on the line.
Technicalities.
Yes. Well, this was a lot of fun. Any other comments from anybody?
For me, it's just, obviously this is not exactly how I was hoping my tournament would end, but I just have appreciated everybody being there. I'm looking forward to the playoffs. Gonna have an insane amount of talent there this year, and thank you to everybody, all of our volunteers, all of our restreamers, trackers, commentators, viewers, all the people behind the scenes who help us get everything organized so that we can put this on, and of course all the people who are watching and participating in chat and everything, just the whole community. I'm so grateful for and appreciate everything, and I look forward to at least being able to be on the broadcast side of the playoffs, since I'm not going to be able to be on the running side of the playoffs.
Yeah, and I would just like to thank everyone for actually setting this up. I consider myself to be one of the weaker runners as in this, because it's not. I've only just come into the randomizer, but it's a whole lot of fun. If this was standard flags, this might very well have been a completely different outcome. I've got 2 and 3 because of a buy in this very short or pretty much jet thing, but I'm very much happy to be here. I hope I've entertained everyone, and I'm looking forward to seeing a few of those races myself off in the playoffs, and good luck to everyone going forward.
Right on. Please feel free to join in practice races at any time as well if you're looking for more practice and such. Thank you so much to everyone, to the runners, for providing such an entertaining race. I was like laughing watching the just waiting in anticipation for that final message. What is the king gonna say exactly? It was so beautiful.
But it actually wasn't the king, it was the princess. So looking forward now, we've got 2 matches for later tonight, both at 9 o'clock actually. We're not quadding them up though, because we've got some different flags going on. We've got Beta Strep and Ursine Desire on 9 o'clock with the standard flags, and then myself and Janice Zeal playing with Big Swamp and Randomized Experience, and or rather with Randomized Enemy Experience and Gold. Other than that, I think that's about going to wrap it up for us today. Any other thoughts, NESCardinality?
Just a reminder to everyone who 5 weeks. Half of the people who make the playoffs are going to be out after their. So it's a brutal format. It goes quickly. I just hope you all enjoyed the Swiss round, and many more casual races to come in the future for everyone.
Very well said. All right. Well, on behalf of Captain Green, our restreamer, Ali Jurbrack, our tracker, and then NESCardinality and myself, our commentators, thank you so much, everybody. We will see you later on tonight. There are 2 races to watch, so we will have some good times. And for now, everybody have a lovely afternoon or evening or whatever your time zone is. Take care.